Upon my travels through the Amherst Railway Society show, I came onto these vendors with amazingly highly detailed prototypical structures that they designed and manufactured themselves. The most intriguing thing was this poster. Was this a company driven by women in our great craft?
My name is Jill Bollinger, and I'm the owner of Bollinger Edgerly Scale Trains.
Well, we are Bollinger Edgerly Scale Trains.
About 2 decades ago, I was looking for to try a wooden building. I'd always done plastic or whatever, and I bought a kit, and it was a little more involved than I thought it would be. And I thought, you know, I could probably do something a little better on my own. Not that the kit wasn't bad; it was good.
In a matter of time, Brian became successful by taking photos and measurements of prototypical structures he saw, and then he created his own line of buildings that other modelers desired. B.E.S.T became a sought-after modeling company with the talents of his staff.
Well, you know, honestly, there's been a lot of people that I talked to this weekend who, you know, husband and wives that work together and really enjoy doing the hobby, and the women have really picked up and done a lot more of the modeling. So I've just seen it a lot more, and I am expecting a lot more in the future too.
It's not women driven, but I lived in Boston until about 8 years ago, and at that time I was doing about 1 kit a year. I had a full-time job. I still do. So I had about 7 or 8 kits, and then about 8 years ago, when we moved to New Hampshire, my wife asked if she could work with me instead of being an accountant in another company or a bank. And so, you know, we eventually thought it might work out. We did it, and so my wife started doing this full time.
I'm Alana. I'm Brenna.
And then just sort of by coincidence, I have high school kids that work with us once in a while, but some of the girls were doing it, and
I am actually a college student. I've still continued to work with them. I actually really like it. I started being, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist by personality, so I liked the crafty and creative side of it. I liked the detail. So I stuck with it because I just think it's a lot of fun. You know, yes, it's my job, but I actually enjoy it. I find it really relaxing.
Well, I've always loved trains, so this has become, I don't know, it's part of my life. I think that this, specifically building the buildings and the kits and everything, has really put in perspective what I wanted to do in like my career. Is I want to go to school to be an architect, and I think that trains have kind of showed me that, how much I wanted to do it actually.
Some of the girls were doing it and being better workers than some of the guys. So it got to a point where, you know, probably half of the models you see here were built by my wife or some of our female employees. And I did an ad in a magazine a few years ago, kind of making fun of older stuff, and it said, you know, gentlemen, turn the magazine over or to the next page and leave it somewhere where your wife can see the ad. And it was all about, like, if you're a good wife, you'll give your husband one of our kits, kind of like a joke. But some people didn't know if I was joking or serious, and, you know, I was joking. So I thought, well, I'll just do a poster to emphasize how much women actually do, to let them know that, like, seriously, like, just because you're a guy doesn't make you the better modeler. And the girl who's in the poster, She was in college when she did that. She did the CAD work, the instructions, and that's one of the models that she built. So it's not like I hired a model to hold something. She actually did that work.
I really enjoy the fact that I have a great team to work with, and that I'm really lucky. I had another girl that worked with me for many, many years in the shop, actually doing the spin casting and the cutting the kits with the lasers, and I've just been really lucky to have a great team.
We do all of our own castings, but we don't produce most of our masters. I've produced a few. It started out by we were ordering castings from companies to put in our kits, but the turnaround time wasn't dependable, nor was the pricing. So in order to control the quality and the speed, we started casting ourselves. So we have a few other people. Some of them are other manufacturers for the show. They'll make brass masters or 3D printing, and so we work with that. And then we have our own molds made, and then we cast them ourselves.
Well, we're on the web. We have a website, and so all of our sales basically are internet sales, and then the few train shows that we do go to.
I'm definitely dying.
I need to sneak away. This is
She's a hard worker.
In the next couple years, just a few more kits and more casting. That's primarily what we do is HO craftsman kits and then detail casting.